working, man.
I know what my audience like. I did some independent films with Master P, and a lot of those movies did really well.
I'm ambitious, I'm a hustler. I have my own lane.
That's the thing about comedy. You wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.
You know what? I am so proud of you, man. Not to mention that technology has changed the game for allowing people to do on the internet.
The one and only Miss Claudia Jordan. Look at you.
Hi. What's up? How you doing, Lamont?
One of the funniest comics working in the game today. Paris Sachet, ladies and gentlemen, let's go live.
Hey.
What up with you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
There's not going to be any sports.
Right.
It's not going to happen. There's no way you can make this work. You can't make it work. You just can't. And I think we should focus on finding a cure or taking care of the people who already have it and taking care of doctors and nurses and teachers and stuff like that. To me, that's more important than some guys going out there playing football.
You always in real estate though. You always. I remember a few years ago, last time we talked, you were like in the property game heavy.
Yeah, then the crash happened and I lost everything. And I lost $1 million in real estate in 1 month.
Oh no, I missed that one.
Oh yeah, I was depressed.
Yeah.
Yes, I went through it. And so now this is still part of me building it back up. So I feel whole when I get back in the real estate game.
The founder and creator of the Teeth and Titties campaign. Yeah.
Right.
Teeth and Titties campaign. So what does that mean? Are they both new or just
The teeth was new.
okay?
The titties saved me from damaging myself anymore.
The Democrats came out with a plan for police reform. The money shot was them coming out wearing kente cloth scarves. Like in that moment watching it, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what are y'all doing? You know, on some level, I guess it was an attempt to show solidarity with the culture, I guess. Like, what did you trap 1994 called? And they want all that shit back. Shout out to Martha Stewart for doing whatever it is she's doing right here. Martha the Stallion. That's it. I said it. She looks good to be 94. What in the world? All right, let's go live. You're on. Who's this?
There are a lot of people, there are a lot of young ladies who may get into prostitution, tricking. And in a lot of places, that is something that is criminalized.
Right.
In Prince George's County, you may not be aware, but there's been a decision that's been made that the people who are involved in the sex trade, the actual workers, are not going to be prosecuted. That the way to rehabilitate them is not through incarceration.
Got it.
The decision that was made at the prosecutorial level is that there are other programs which we would prefer to divert people to instead of the criminal system.
Have you heard the Alexa All Lives Matter response thing?
No.
You never heard this?
No.
Listen, Alexa, all lives matter.
All lives matter. However, Black lives are disproportionately in danger in the fight against systemic racism and injustice. To learn how you can take action, I recommend visiting blacklivesmatter.com and NAACP.org.
Wait a minute.
Woke Alexa.
No,
Alexa woke.
That's Alexis.
Right. Lexi.
Civil rights attorney Kevin Mincy out of Philadelphia. Is there a story that you can tell that's just so unbelievable? You know, to the point of what Black people are dealing with the criminal justice system.
In Philly, there was a case maybe 6 or 7 years ago at this point now. I represented a kid who was blind. He had been shot in the face as a juvenile. And on one eye was prosthetic. The other still had like the shotgun pellets in his eye, so he couldn't see out of that eye. Cops had accused him of assaulting an officer. And the way that they said it was that he had turned, looked at the officer and charged across the street, dove on him and started to assault him.
Okay.
And I'm prepping my guy to testify, and we're on the phone. I'm like, hey man, how often do you clean your eye? The prosthetic. And he was like, it's not a big deal. I can pop it out at any time. I was like, you think you could do it during the trial? He was like, yeah, no problem. I said, okay, that's what we're going to do. I was like, just go with me.
This is how you prepping them. You tell them we're gonna have to pluck that eye loose.
I'm gonna tell them I'm gonna have you take the eye out.
Hey, ask her when police gonna stop killing unarmed black people. See what she talking about.
Alexa, when will the police stop killing unarmed black people?
I don't know that one.
Not even Alexa knows.
Wow. There's some critics out there of women comedians, right? And it's I got a cousin. I ain't gonna lie. I got a cousin who doesn't believe women can be funny. And I'll name, women comedians, and he'll be like, and he'll throw up the comparison. What do you say to people that think that way?
First of all, I think that if you think some bullshit like that, you're trash. Just to make a generic statement of women aren't shit, aren't funny. That's like saying all men aren't shit. Yeah. And then there's good men out here like, no, I'm not like them.
Right.
All women aren't funny. Like there's so many men who aren't funny, but nobody talks about it because men just get to be unfunny and still get time.
Right.
As a woman, you got to be beautiful. You got to be listen. Women are actually, to me, I think women are funnier than men, but men don't want to hear the truth. And that's the problem. Men can get up there and talk about women and tell how they feel, and then all the men are in the crowd going crazy. As soon as a woman get up there and start pulling cards, it's like, oh, this bitch not funny. She telling the truth.
Fuck all that.
Suge Knight is back, and it's time to handle some unfinished business.
Are you here to look for a job for real, or are you here to tell jokes?
True story, man. This is my true Hollywood story right here.
Not to mention, if they're gonna go all out for the ball players, they're not gonna go all out for the guy who handles the ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the equipment manager is vulnerable than a bitch. Who's gonna protect the equipment manager?
Who you think they're gonna be, as protective as the guy who washes the balls?
Yeah, right. Who puts the balls out? Who passes
puts the balls in your hand?
I see you being real vocal on social media, real active. Your activism hat is really shining these days. What led you to that point?
Always been like that. It's just people are noticing more now. That's all. For me, I've been a part of this, like standing up for black folks and for defending us and, calling out the bullshit. I always worked in journalism. I care about the truth. I get attacked. They put me on the Breitbart side a couple times. And all the Trumpers and the extreme right, they be hitting me up sometimes talking this shit. I'm like, whatever, come see me.
There's a bit, like I said before, there's a departure between supporters of Trump. And we're not even talking about party. We're talking about if you still ride for President Trump as a black Republican. If you do, tell me how.
I can't see myself voting for Joe Biden. I can't see that.
That's the only reason.
That's the only reason.
All right, man. Nice talking to you, man. Thank you for having me, man.
We'll make sure we set up and have you back on.
Anytime, Lamont, I got you.
Ignorance. Hey, I'm glad you stopped by, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm always a fan. I wish you the best.
Thank you, Lamont.
Yeah, I'll see you around. Thanks for coming through. Let's go live.
Thanks for having me.
How are you feeling, black man?
I'm not sure about how I feel about you coming on to my show with a better background and better lighting, like you're in some fucking radio station or something like that. And you're just obviously showing that we at the crib. But that's okay. That's okay. Go ahead, do what you do.
I think my arrangement of liquor is pretty dope, though.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So what this is, I'm in the closet, champ.
Are you? Oh, shit.
Yeah. See that? You see that? That's Hollywood right there. This is my tiny closet studios command center, man. We broadcasting out of here.
Because who knows when we're going back to the comedy clubs and sitting shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, and laughing out loud again. There will be no more laughing out loud because all that mouth open stuff in public, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You can go to the comedy club and they either going to put your ass out for drinking and heckling or laughing with your mouth open.
All right, player, we got to go.
Thank you, Lester Holt. I appreciate you, man. Love everything you do.
Okay, we appreciate it, Cat Williams. Thanks a lot.
I don't care if it is a closet. You still looking mad official.